I've decided I'm going to go back to the van for now. I've also decided I'm in completely the wrong place. Morning. Today's video starts at Gloucester Old Spot, but that's not where we're going. No, that's just the start of today's video. So, 2 nights away. Last night, I had to drop Noah back very late, or very late for me anyway. It's about 10:10 when I dropped Noah back at his mum's. I've got a rough idea where I'm going. It probably won't pan out. We'll see how we get on. Right, I've arrived at a little lay-by, and I thought I would stop for a minute. There's a little van over there selling treats, probably burgers and bacon sandwiches and sausages and things. I'm gonna try and be good. Okay, so I may have been a little bit naughty. I'm gonna try and eat that now. Okay, it looks good. Let's go for it. I honestly don't know where to start with this. Oh my gosh. This is mad. This could be some time. You don't want to see all this. I am halfway through it, and I am well and truly beaten. I don't think I'm going to eat again for the whole day. We all know that's not really what will happen, but I'm going to tell myself that at the moment. Whew. I might need a rest, not about anything else. Right. I've had a little rest after my ginormous roll. Yeah, time to get back on the road. We're going to go and see what the parking situation is. Here it is, look. I might try and do this using the app actually. All those details are correct there, look. Perfect. It's doing it right. No, I'm not going to review the app. There we are, look at that, look. Perfect. View session. Oh, and I've got little things as well there to tell me that the money's gone. Right, time to go out and about and have a look what's going on outside. We want keys, which I have lost. No, I haven't. They're here. Here's the keys. phone and wallet. Do I want anything else? No, I think that's everything. Right, time to go. Right, well, I will take these off. I decided to leave my jumper after all, because it is actually quite warm. It may pour down with rain. I might regret my decision, in which case it's going to be a evening drinking hot chocolate in here, and that wouldn't be the worst video in the world, would it? But so we've got these 9 spaces. There's coaches and lorries as well, but 9 motorhome spaces. There's no power. There are toilets which you can use. Obviously, I think everyone over there is all self-contained. But over at the leisure centre, which is over there, there are showers and toilets over there. So, yeah, there are facilities. So I'm going to have a little wander, see what I can see. It's really, really weird, because when all is said and done, this is a council car park, and anyone that does motorhoming or camper vanning will no doubt know that you go to a lot of places, and although you can park a vehicle overnight, Tewkesbury is a great example of this, where I have stayed before and didn't realise that although you can park your motorhome overnight, you can't sleep in it. So the car parks do have a little sign at the bottom, usually, that says you must not sleep in your vehicle. Well, there isn't one here, well, not that I've seen anyway. If I've made a mistake, I apologise, but the very fact that they're saying that there's showers and facilities here, I don't think that could possibly be the case. So it is quite strange, a council-run car park where they're openly welcoming motorhomers to come and stay. I mean, it was 22 quid, so that's not unreasonable. That's certainly in line with what you'd pay for a campsite somewhere. Not as free as a Britstop, can't have everything. But actually, I think that's all right. So, yeah, that's Stratford. Now, there are lots of theatres here. We'll probably walk past a couple in a minute. But I want to look at the river. And I probably won't walk up to the orthodontist. I don't really see the need, because Noah's not with me. So, yes, we will walk into the town, we'll see what we can see. And probably end up down by the river, having a nice pint of whatever the low alcoholic thing. I like the Ghost Ship, actually, the Ghost Ship low alcoholic IPA. That is really, really nice. So I might have one of those. Might just end up being Coke. We're going to see what we can see. Okay, I can feel a few spots of rain now, actually. So I am starting to regret my choice. But I found the boats. Oh, this is rather nice. So look, I found the boats. I put my glasses on so I could see. Now they've changed colour. And it's raining. Let's have a little look. So these are actually quite decent sized moorings. And I think these are all steel bottomed, yeah, they're all steel bottomed narrow boats. I know some marinas don't allow cabin cruisers or hybrids like I used to have. They will only allow the steel bottomed ones, mainly because of the potential damage that if, well, to put it perfectly bluntly, if you have a steel bottom narrowboat in a disagreement with a fiberglass cabin cruiser, the fiberglass is going to lose, and then you've got a sunk boat like the one that we saw at the Aylesbury Arm last week. I've no idea if that was crashed into or not, or it just sank, but yeah, This is rather nice. I don't know if you can gauge an idea of the scale of this, but if I just show you where the level of the water is compared to the boat, and then the actual depth that the boat goes down. And so there's a huge portion, that's about 3 foot under the water line. 3 foot under the water line that is actually that you're stepping into. This is quite nice. Little sort of bridge exit way from this little basin. I'm trying to turn it around. There we are. Still getting used to the camera, guys. And over there, I've just seen there's one of those like London Eye wheel type things, the skyline things. I'm actually really surprised that whenever I've come to Stratford, there's so many people around, and I was terrified that I was going to be like watching my shot every single place that I went, and I'd never be able to get a shot. But I can. To be a father dragging a small child. I've done that. With my own children, I hasten to add. So I get that in there. Now, many years ago, when I was doing my coach driving when I was at university, I nearly got a ticket because a couple of the theatres are down there. And I was picking some people up. There was nowhere to pull up. So I pulled over just here. Now, this is now just a single road. This was twice as wide. And I remember pulling over, and this warden came up and wrote me the ticket. And he didn't give it to me, and he said, if you close the door right now and drive off, I won't give you a ticket. And so I had to try and stop the people getting on, of whom English was not their first language. So it was quite a challenge to explain, I need to drive up the road or loop back round. And yeah, it's a bit awkward if I'm perfectly honest, but I mustn't lose my glasses, they're in the top pocket. It's a nice view. That's quite interesting. Encore waterside dining with McDonald's next door. Instead of giving people all options. Let's look down here. Oh, ice cream, look at that. And pizza and pints. Well, that's interesting. This is very different to how I remember it. None of this was quite like this. Or maybe it was, a bit like this, but because it was another stage of life and what have you, I never got the chance to like potter and wander around and sort of see it. It's actually really, really nice, and I think, to be fair, I'm in the quiet bit. There isn't a show on at the moment, performance on at the moment. It is the quieter part. I'm not in the sort of hustle and bustle of the town centre. I think I'm possibly showing a snapshot, which, to be fair, I'm only doing so because that's where I am. I might wander up into the town centre in a second. I have ideas of taking back some drinks to the motorhome, as in like some Coke and lemonade and things. But yeah, I just wanted to do some footage as well. Let's go into the town centre. So after finding the hustle and bustle back there, I found this little sort of side street. And you honestly, it's the glasses again, it's the light. You honestly wouldn't have known it was here. I don't know if it's a dead end or... Let's have a look. Okay, so I do think, dark glasses or not, I have wandered into what all is said and done to be the bin shed area. I think you probably can get out through here, but honestly, I don't want to go further in and get stuck. So I might go back the way I've come from. And I did just actually have a little trip, and I'm now limping a bit. I've been using Doc Martens, I've been wearing Doc Martens shoes for the last, I want to say 3 years, and all the orthotic problems that I had with walking and going over on the side of my ankle and what have you, they all seemed to be okay. But just recently I've been going over, I don't know if it's the tiles, but could be. Right, I think we might be coming to the end of sort of the working day. I think the offices and the shops are starting to close, and I definitely think that all the school chuck out has all gone now. It's a lot quieter than it was, and I must confess I quite like that. I just wandered up here because I was going to go to a sweet shop that Noah and I have been to many a time. Unfortunately, it would seem that it's now closed down. And that's unfortunate because I was going to get some bits and pieces, but not to worry. Right, I think I need something to eat. I think it is time, because I haven't had anything since that breakfast bap earlier. And the more I reflect on it, there was a lot of it. I ended up actually picking a lot of the bits out, certainly all the black pudding and what have you, I pulled out. So yeah, should I grab some drinks from here now? What time do they close? This is Poundland. 6 o'clock. So I've got another hour, so let's find something to eat first, and I'll grab some drinks some drinks to take back. You always know a truly fine restaurant when they don't put the prices on the outside. We might have to go and have a little nosy. So, I did get an ice cream. And it's melting already. I've literally only had it for 20 seconds. So, I'm going to focus on this. Right. Had the ice cream. Quite nice. I got brain freeze, of course. Just notice you can walk under this tunnel. Little midges there. So I'm just getting my bearings. That must be, yes, so that's the bridge, or a bit of it anyway. That's one at the, right, okay. I think I'm getting my bearings here. That's the bridge I drove over. And there's the cars. So it must be. So I'm actually going to go back underneath where I've just come from, because if I go back up here, that's actually taking me right back to the motorhome, and I wanted to get some beverages first so that when I go back I can have a Coke or what have you this evening. This has actually been really nice. It's one of those things that you sort of run out of things to do. If you're not going to the theatre and you're not touristy. So yes, I'll get myself a drink, take it back to the van, and I might sort of set up and, to be honest, just settle in for the evening. So I've got ice cream there. Perfect. I'll be back in a sec. So that one was apparently called the Red Lion and is closed again apparently until further notice. I've decided I'm going to go back to the van for now. I've also decided I'm in completely the wrong place. Oh, for goodness sake. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? It wouldn't be a video, would it, if I didn't get lost at least once? Let's try this way. Right, so I've found where I am. The bridge that I thought was that one is actually down there. So, as is usually the case, I went the wrong way. Never mind. Right, nearly back at the car park. And I've got to be honest, my legs are starting to feel a bit tired now. Probably due to the general level of unfitness. But actually, I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do this evening, because obviously I've paid for the parking, and I think I wanted to do that to sort of commit myself to staying, which I'm hoping will force me to find something to do, and I won't say I'll see you in a sec and then it'll be morning time. Yeah, nearly back at the van, and we'll see. So, been quite a strange video, this one. I'm trying to find the right words, but it's been a sort of a detachment adventure, if that makes any sort of sense. Normally when I go anywhere, I've got a rough plan. It usually goes wrong, but I see something or do something, and you know, there's something that I sort of grab hold of and go, well, you know, wasn't that good? This is different though, because it isn't so much about finding something or doing something. It's more about the nothingness. Just about being out and, I suppose, camping out. And it's still quite strange being in what is a council car park. Yeah. I think what I might do, actually, is settle down, watch a bit of YouTube. I have put the kettle on, just over there. I'm going to do myself a hot water bottle. I've got some Fanta on the go. I reckon it's going to be an early night and up early in the morning. Mind you, I I did go to bed at I think I settled into bed at about 10:30 last night, and I couldn't sleep, so I was watching YouTube videos till gone midnight, and then I thought, right, I've got to fall asleep now. But I woke up, I think it was about 5:45 when I woke up, and then the alarm went off at 6, but I was already awake. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. We'll see. We'll see how the evening plays out. Right, I'm now feeling a lot more peaceful. I can hear the birds singing again. I'm out in the countryside. I'm on my way to the clinic actually, so as I always say, I love the ability to just go anywhere and work, and I only have to sort of go and sort of check in on the clinic days, as in physically be in the presence, in person on the clinic days. All the rest I can just be out and about. It's great. So would I do Stratford again? I think I'd probably do Stratford as a day trip. I don't think I'd stay again. I think I much prefer the sort of quiet countryside and what have you. Well, it's quite busy in that car park. Lots of coming and goings. I much prefer waking up and sort of listening to the birds and what have you. So yeah, but it has been, I have to say, a lovely trip. It really, really has. It's just been a couple of days away. So I woke up at the old spot after dropping Noah back the first morning. Had a nice day just bumbling around. Stopped in a lay-by and had that very, very naughty breakfast roll. Needed to rest for a couple of hours. Yeah. And then, you know, got my ice cream and a wander around and what have you in Stratford. It was a nice trip. It really, really was. And as far as all the work that's involved with moving clinics and what have you, everything was really very quiet. So that was nice that there was no sort of urgent issues that demanded my time. I was just sort of checking in and just pottering really, so it was really, really nice. Okay, that's it for this one. I will toddle off for now. I need to go to the clinic, and I will see you all on the next one. As ever, thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.